Alright. I think I finally got everything sorted. Okay. So, first things first. I need... which I kind of figured I couldn't do from there. Make sure Composer's up to date. Got some stuff I'm testing out, but I gotta get this updated first. Once this builds, we should be able to at least sort of start using my project management tool, which is the general hope that I can actually migrate to using that. I think it's got most of its base functions, and I think it's to a point that, like, any future changes I need to make shouldn't break an existing project that I'm already tracking, or can be done in a way that they don't. So I think I'm ready to start using it. Let's see. I'm going to... well, I'm waiting on that because it's going to take a minute. The community met the point goal for the randomizer, so I'm going to just pin a message about that. I can't like tag Key in it for having finished it off because they're not in the chat. Let's see. Probably do it like that. And then I can pin it. There we go. And just unpin it after the end of stream. That'd be good. So that's still running. Okay, well, while that's running, I'm gonna work on trying to figure out the best way. So this Savior plugin should be really useful for serializing save information without having to solely rely on the built-in save system. But what I want to do is determine not only is there, because for the sake of like the continue option versus like a load game option, right? I want to be sure, one, are there save games, which is easy enough to determine, but what was the most recent save? I'm not sure if this thing outright provides that. I have had trouble finding it in its documentation. So let's see. oh, Amber. Now that you don't have to save your points for that, you just blowing them on farts, huh? Oh, it's just taking its time there, isn't it? We're about to have an ad break already. Appropriate wording. Yeah, that wasn't an intentional pun, but it ended up being one. Posture check. Are you trying to say I'm hunching? Well, I was a little bit, so. Oh, and you're making me hydrate. I'm pretty sure I just drank water, but I'll do it again. So, when the ad break happens here in a minute, I think you're like the only one in chat at the moment, and you're of course probably lurking at work like you usually do. But I set up something new that people can do during ad breaks that we'll have to, once I have some people in the chat, we'll have to test out. Because I think otherwise you'd be effectively playing by yourself. I have a mini game basically that I set up a break screen for, is the best way to put it. Yeah. So like it says add soon, so we're gonna have an ad soon. And when that happens, I can hit this button. That was actually perfect timing. And assuming it all works correctly, yeah, it's words on stream, but I don't know why it's not. Hang on a second. Maybe I need to actually restart the session. Okay. If I start it, will it actually... There it goes. Oh god, I didn't want to hear the music myself. That is so loud. No music. Music's not allowed. Yeah. Okay, so I had to do it a little differently. But then I can just run. So I've actually never played it, so I don't even really know what it's doing at the moment. That's the general idea. Is that I would run this during ad breaks. It's the general idea. And then more than likely I would let it finish once we came back in most cases, but it's not currently being played, so we're just gonna go back over and I can end the match. And I'm gonna change up the music too. I had never taken it off of the like start music that I use. Yeah, so now we have words on stream that I can run during ad breaks. Okay, I need to run this command. While I'm waiting on that, come back over here. Yeah, I don't see an obvious... There's file names. I guess I would have to add the variables to it, most likely. Because I don't see any in there by default. Okay, cool. And then I can run build on this real quick. And Okay. Alright, so that built. So now we can run. I shouldn't need to run fresh. It should be able to just run a regular migration. It may take a minute. I'm not certain if that's the only table I've created since then. It might be. I guess we'll find out if I have any crazy errors. Oh no! Where did all my tabs go? What the heck? I was saving some of those. I think my computer ran some kind of auto update while I was away, but it didn't like restart. It just caused a lot of my programs that were running to like crash. So doesn't actually matter really if this login is shown because this is not a public site, but I'm going to do it off the screen. Safe side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. What is happening? Hello, computer? There it goes. Okay, my cursor like went all crazy. That should work. Okay. Cool. This guy. These issues are actually not valid anymore. Those are old from the last time I was working on this. That's fine. Is it linked? Yes. I can sync it now, just make sure, but I don't have anything new over there, I don't believe. I have a test issue I created. No, that was on a different project. Cool. But we should be able to close a couple of these. Let me just close them on the GitHub side. I want to redo them. So now, what should happen is if I sync it, it should close them on this side. I don't have it going the other direction yet. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I don't have it going both ways, but that's fine. So first, let's get Alright. I'm gonna pull up some of my project documentation here so that I can figure out exactly which ones I want to put in here. I'll of course be the default for that. And let's see, probably, because I guess the question is how do I want to scope it? I could go pretty big, but right now I don't have stories connecting to each other in my project management app, so let's just call this one the core gameplay loop. It's a pretty big scope one. That should get us working. Hello, monkeys. How are you? Working in implementations of the following features. Thank you for the campfire chicken. Exploration abilities, which really isn't a lot necessarily. Puzzle, we'll just say basic puzzle examples. Stealth, combat, inventory. Because those will all be necessary for our minimum viable product. So I can flesh that out. Okay. Oh, that's right. I still got to fix this nonsense for making pull requests, but that's fine. I don't need to make pull requests on this at the moment. We do need to create some sub-issues, which are stories. And so for this story, it's going to be as a player. There is a gnat. Where'd he go? He's still flying around. I didn't kill him. I don't like this drag. Like, it's cool for like a boss drag, but it's not cool for just like chilling out and listening to. I want this one. as a player, I can freely explore the asylum. It's not going to be the full asylum, but we're just going to call it that. And discover POI. We're going to say this should include all the MVP for player controls, for player movement and interaction. Again, I'll probably flesh those out later. And then we can get some sub-issues on this guy. Interaction traces plus prompts. Trace detection for interactable actors. And UI prompts / triggers. This is going to be a task. Contextual its system. Tutorial and other timer gated hints. I'm gonna put this at a medium because we don't necessarily need these right away. In fact, out of the list of things that we need, it would probably fall the lowest in this particular story. POI registry. We're also going to plop that as a medium. this guy. I wanna interactable prompts, register, prompt, displays, once within range, and analytics, dev only. Actually, I don't want to put that there, which really means I didn't need to save that. That's fine. It didn't break anything. It did cause that though, because I forgot that's a thing. This actually should probably go here. You know what? I have not tested this feature. Can I do this without a key result? Because I don't remember how I coded this thing. Nope, I'm gonna make it mad. Oh, I gotta go in and fix that. It thinks those are integers and they're not. Okay, well I can't do goals right at the moment. That's fine. Wrong project. I think that covers that for that story. So we need jump back to the epic, which is our core gameplay loop. New sub-issue. New story. As a player, solve environmental puzzles that gate products. Should cover full puzzles to key unlocks. Not all are literal doors. Puzzle framework. BP. save, restore, support, puzzle, states, to reference puzzles. Simple. That should work. Cool. Boom. And then everything should be here on the Kanban, and it is. So this is actually going to be a pretty high part of this, which is going to be, I should just set it at high. Our puzzle framework blueprint, inputs, states, success, events. Puzzles. That's good. Cool. This guy's probably gonna be the highest for this one, which is gonna be save and restore puzzle states. Hook to save game bugs. New puzzle state on save load. I suspect that I'm going to have to actually add in issue blocks, because this is going to be reliant on another epic for saving, which isn't fully working yet. So that's a feature I'm definitely currently missing. That's fine. Reference puzzles. At least 2 puzzle examples to demonstrate MVP. puzzle. Key lock. Puzzle. Task. Actually, gonna make that fairly low. Change up music a bit. Let's see. As a player, can avoid, confront enemies with basic stealth / combat. Noise, vision, perception, steps for enemies. Visibility, light, dark, stealth modifier. Simple melee and stun item dash gun. This is considered pretty high, yeah. Noise. Vision. Perception. Stubs. Enemies. Sometimes my bot convinces me that it can read the screen on stream. Like it's just Frosty Tools, and I don't think Frosty Tools is monitoring the actual stream. But sometimes it says things that imply it read the screen. This one seems a bit obvious. The create goal screen. Because I literally have one of them, and this is not like this is not an app that it can know about. It's one I developed, so it must be like looking at screenshots periodically. That's weird. It could probably OCR a screenshot, be my guess. Light, dark, visibility, miss gauge. And ammo and consumables. As a player, I can manage small inventory to use keys, tools, weapons, etc. This should include our inventory UI. Item, data table, plus pickup BP, save, restore inventory. This will be a very high one. Now they've all kind of been highest, but we're dealing with our MVP here, so we kind of have to make sure that everything's set up as best as possible. Alright, we are about to have an ad break. I don't believe, short of Amber, who is lurking, that we have any subs in chat, but if we do, and you speak up, I can run a words on stream game during the ad break. I've implemented that so we have a little like mini game when the ads are running. But I think Amber's the only sub in the chat right now, so. I can still, I guess, start it up here in case people don't get ads. Oh, it's waiting on me to start it. Boo, 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 boo. I'm gonna set up streamer bot too. Oh, there you go, Amber. You got one. Let's see. The ads are actually over, but I'm fixing something here real quick. Yeah, so I'm just getting this. Right, is it? Oh, that should have been the other one. That's fine. I'll fix that in a second. Where is it? This guy. And then I'll just put us back on the main screen here while I do this. I had forgotten one little detail about my setup there, so I had to fix that. This should also be cool. So that should all happen automatically. That'd be good. Cool. All right. I don't know why I'd forgotten to set that part up where it could actually control the ad situation for that screen. All right, this is the story for that one. So I need inventory UI, quick use, readables, equip. Stubs for crafting included as well. Which is really more just combining Resident Evil style, not true crafting. Yeah, this is going to be pretty high. Item, data, table. And pick up EP. Data table and structs to define items, pick up and spawn VPs. For items. Man, my bot's just calling people out. This is actually also a high priority task. Pretty much everything's a high priority task right now. Save, restore, restore inventory, save states, restore proper inventory, including sorting and positioning. Items persist through reload. Single use and non-respawning items do not return on load. Cool. Backlog is going to be like 1 million items long. It's going to be ridiculous. All right. Covers that one. Which actually, we can go ahead and move. It's technically in progress. As is this one. And this. No, this is a to-do. Also a to-do. Backlog. Alright, this probably is a poor design decision on my part. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's a terrible design. That's a terrible issue. I'm just going to edit it here. It's going to yell at me, but it's going to be fine. Cool. I would say this is technically in progress. And actually the UI prompts for this are two. Those are technically probably subtasks for both of those. But that would still make those in progress, so that's fine. Cool. And that gives me my work log, which is cool. Which they're all assigned to me, so that won't really matter. All right, we need new epic player controls and camera. And context actions. So, as a player, third-person movement with contextual actions. Movement, tuning, interact. Let's see. We need movement, tuning, walk, run, crouch. What are we going to call those other things? Zone state proxies. special scripted movements, i.e. crawling, what is that called? It's called sidling? When you're squeezing horizontally through, or yeah, squeeze. You're standing vertically, you're squeezing through a space. Right? And also user the map. All right. Shoulder swap, collision spring, FOV shifts, camera sway, intensity. Make sure it's disableable. Let's see. FOV shifts should probably be disabled via accessibility features. That seems like something that can make somebody nauseous, so we want to make sure that that is considered. That should also probably be able to be disabled via an accessibility feature. This guy's already in progress. I definitely should have made it where this was easier to use, or where these columns need to be scrollable, I think, is going to be the actual answer to that. Okay. This is a to do. This one's also a to do. this one is kind of in progress. And this one is also in progress. This is also in progress. Okay. We need... This one's also in progress. Oh, I did not realize there was a bit of a UI problem down here. All right, well, that can be fixed later. All right. So let's autosave, load, screens, and a continue feature core, savior provides slot head, load screens, and async saves boot. Let's see. Hey Amber, are you lurking or are you there? You want to see something cool? Or have you noticed what's cool about this screen that I've been piddling around on? I guess is the more accurate question. You're lurking. I made this app that I'm working in. It's like my little project management app. Everything is tiny. This might look a little more visible. Actually, bigger. a little bit bigger. This. So I made this app. So this is like in development, we call it like a Kanban board. So you can like drag these around to reorganize them. And like each of these lists is a different state of what they're in. Like backlog, to do, in progress. And in fact, when you drag one into one of those, it automatically updates its status, which can be seen in the very top. And that's probably too small to see, but it's up here where I'm highlighting it. I could also just change it on this screen and it would automatically move it into that. But this is an app I've been working on for managing my own projects. And so then, like when you're on your dashboard here, it gives you all of what you've got going on that hasn't been completed. If you have deadlines set on things, it'll show them here. Nothing I have inserted in here has dates currently. And I can track multiple different projects for all different kinds of things. I get information on it. I'm making it so that like I can use it solo, but I could also use this with a team of people if the time came for it. If I have dates set on things, they'll show here in a timeline. They'll also show on a calendar, which is here. And you can even export the calendar so that you could add it to like your computer calendar. There's also a system called Scrum, which a lot of developers hate, but we mostly hate the meetings that come out of Scrum. It involves sprints, which mean basically a rush to get a bunch of stuff done. I mean, quite literally is you sprint. But this is like a system for sprinting where you can add specific things to sprints. You can link it to a code source. In this case, GitHub is the only one I currently have available. That lets you do some other cool things. Yeah, this is one of my other many side projects I've been working on, has been to have my own tool. That freaking gnat is back. Where did it go? So. But I'm gonna go back to the other screen now. Okay. We've got this. A sub-issue. A story. As a player, I can save and continue my progress from the latest save. From main menu, continue, will load latest / newest save. Continue is hidden if no saves exist. Includes auto saves. Freaking gnat. Where did it go? It's like buzzing around my boom arm. And at some point I'm gonna smack the hell out of this microphone. Hopefully I have the opportunity or the reflexes to mute it first. I keep losing him. This is quite possibly the most boring thing I could stream. The only cool part about it is the part that I built the app I'm doing it in. Oh, he's on my monitor now. Jesus Christ. Bye. I saw him. Oh, where'd he go? Recent save slot by reading the metadata time stamp and load. Alright, we got an ad starting right any time now. So, we're gonna bring up the game, the break game. Shall restart. Relate, I think is what. Nope, I was wrong. There's only one E. I was dumb. Real. Oh, that doesn't count? Dumb. play it by myself. Later. And that ends the game. Cool. Alright, you didn't have to be so dramatic with your game over. Probably should do that. Let's see. That way it doesn't get rid of it before it tells us the outcome of the game. Okay. That should work. Amber, the bot's calling you out for your mobile screen being tiny. Pick a fight with it, I guess. As a player, I see a proper load screen while saving loading. Okay, that's that. Progress feedback bar. Yeah, they'll probably come back at you. Savior exposes load progress used to indicate player. My bot is such a dork. As a designer, runtime spawned actors reliably persist. Let's see. Spawn pickups enemies should restore state when appropriate and not duplicate. Not no duplicate, not duplicate. Story. Hi. And add SKU ID property to procedural actors and generate with helpers. Sure, all procedural spawns have unique serialized IDs. Let's see. New player can browse manual save slots. Create, overwrite, and delete save slots. Story. I. Okay. I think we've got quite a bit of these done. Okay. Oh, gracious. Let me do this via Kanban. This guy. I want to give this guy 37 story points. And then inside him, we're gonna set okay. Each of our stories. Wait. That's this guy. So then he's gonna be with 8. Edit. Also 8. 37 points. We're gonna set this guy as being worth 4 points. Points. Ah, crap. It refreshed before it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that adds up for those. Let's make sure it's not double counting into this one. Cool. So that actually works as expected. This would be we're gonna call this one 4, not minutes, points. Oh, because I touched the minutes column. Well, that's a bug. Make the reference puzzles a 1 pointer. Make this guy a 3 pointer. So I still have to fill a bunch of those out, but that will get us where we can track points. Okay, I didn't bring any of that up here to the front end of this UI, which is fine. Did I put any of that on the board? I did not. Just has progress bar tracking. Is it on the scrum? No, just the progress bar tracking is. Cool. Let's see. Really? Oh, there it is. All right. Where did I leave off on these? I want to say it was in our. We just finished the save system. Then we need boop. A boop. Sub issue. Story as a player. I can traverse a vertical slice. Game in a level. puzzle examples, interaction tests, pathing for stealth, and AI testing. Accessibility and UI UX. Dyslexia support. Color vision options. Response time options. Okay, this should be pretty high on my list of things. Yeah, because this should honestly be an easy win on that. Shouldn't be difficult to implement. I hit the wrong button. Boop. And a boop. Summary. Persist. Font setting via save game. Fonts should not reset on reload. This one's a little harder to accomplish, but color find player can enable dichromacy. Trichromacy. Sure, contrast ratios meet minutes. I can rebind inputs and view proper input glyphs. Rebind. Whoa. Rebinds should persist. Conflicts should resolve gracefully. Glyphs should be appropriate per gamepad type and possible. Allow player override. Story. Down high. Input mapping UI. Show current bindings per device. Let's see. Alright, we are about to have a break, so I'm going to queue up the word game. Oh, it didn't make it visible. Hang on. There it goes. Echo. There's no way it's going to give me echoes. Aha! Got you to it. It doesn't take a plural, does it? No. Okay. Shoe. Damn it! Got it. Oh, was it not fast enough? Oh, no, there it goes. Yeah. Shoes. Got one. I'm gonna beat you. Shoe. Spelled that way. I don't know. Okay. I think that's a fun little add-on to have that. I think that ended up being a good addition. Let's see. New issue. Epic video and atmosphere. I don't really have anything specific for this, but I can set 2 specific stories for now. No, 3. I can set 3 specific stories. key narrative. Narrative beats have voice over. Story. And okay. Okay, so since I know that these need to be changed, that'll probably be the next thing I focus on this system, but this lets me get a lot of stuff entered. Also, there's no reason for this to literally be this tall. It probably only needs to bring in the 5 most recent activity items. Kind of the same deal here. I think it's literally no, I mean, it is cutting off. It's not loading literally everything. So that's good. Okay. But that proves that this system looks like it could work. Kind of one of my next goals, aside from a few more feature changes on this project management platform, is a tie-in for the engine so that I can easily call up relevant work while I'm working in the editor. So that'd be like a custom plugin for the engine. And I think that'll be useful going forward for other projects. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I need a couple other things. So let's see. If I want to try to fix that viewpoint so that it's not so awful, that's gonna fall under let's see. So this is the list. So our Kanban list is inside this guy. that shows this column. We want this guy to actually hold a, well, probably down in here actually. So it's actually this stuff we want to contain. Can I get to the components for this? So WebAwesome actually has a scroller that I think will work. But we want it to be, in this case, vertical. So it's actually going to do this. I don't know, that height's going to be too small, but I'm just getting it out of its documentation here. And I'd like to do it without the scroll bar. I think that would look better. And then we're going to take this part, pop it there. Now by default, this isn't going to do anything because we don't have it added to Vite, so not Vite, to our app.js. So it's not getting built. So scroller. Oh, you piece of shit. Don't do that. Oop. Build. Cool. Now that's gonna be too short, but yes, it makes these guys scrollable, and it puts this button down here. But I don't want it that short, so let's make it 600 maybe. That should make the UI a little more comfortable. It might end up needing some padding around it. Let me see if I can format this a little bit better where it's not such a nightmare to read. out here. Okay, that's less terrible. Okay. And the other thing, even though we have these columns, I would prefer that these be in a, they technically are, but we can do this in a better way here. So let's, I think we're gonna put this in here. Put this in here from their documentation. And then I think if we take this guy, this is probably going to create 2 scrollers, to be entirely honest. Hang on. What if I do it as 600? Okay, may not be able to do this as scrollers. Not as, like, duplicate scrollers. Yeah, we already had a scroll bar in place horizontally. I was just wanting to use another scroller for consistency. But that's actually fine. Because I want to change this to make this listable. And that'll probably be better, easier to do with this anyway. Now, here's the question. Can I still drag these over successfully? Looks like it. Cool. So that looks like that still works. see. I think that's a pretty decent change here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm going to commit that change. And let's see. I think it's probably good progress. Like, all right, so I'm gonna raid someone new. I'm gonna call it an evening because we're almost at the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna raid someone new, another software developer that I've found. And we're gonna see how this goes. They seem like they've also got a pretty chill development stream. So let's see how this goes. Have a good rest of your day and or evening. Bye, Amber.